Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I am going to explain something called CAN protocol in a very simple way. Even if you have no background in automotive or embedded systems, don't worry. I'm here to explain everything step by step. Let's see what is CAN protocol. What is CAN? Let's start from the basics. CAN is a controller area network and it's a communication protocol used in the vehicles. It's like in a car, if there are multiple small computers, it's like those computers are called ECUs, which are electronics control units. For example, these ECUs will do different jobs. Example, one ECU controls the engine and the other ECU controls braking and the other ECU controls sensors. Now all these needs to talk to each other. So how they gonna talk? They will communicate with CAN communication. So here why we use CAN communication. It is allowing multiple ECUs to communicate. There is no central computer required. See here in the picture, it is every ECU is connected to each other. So CAN is a system that helps these computers to communicate with each other. Think of it like a WhatsApp group chat. Everyone is connected in the same group. That's how it works. And why we have to use CAN? Imagine if ECU had a separate wire to every other ECU. That would be too many wires and it is very complex and it is messy. So instead of using so many wires, CAN uses a single communication line. This reduces wiring and make the system simple and reliable. That what it says here, reduces wiring complexity and it is reliable communication and it the real-time data exchange. Where this CAN used in engine systems, braking systems and ADAS switches. As I said earlier, it's like instead of calling each person individually, everyone talks in one group chat. How CAN communication works? Now let's understand how CAN communication happens. In CAN, when one ECU sends a message, that message structure is like ID plus data. So that message goes to all the ECUs to the network. I can say like this is a message. This is a message. Sorry, I am bad at drawing. Suppose this is a message. This message goes to all the ECUs in the car. ECU 1, ECU 2, ECU 3. But only the ECU needs that message will use it. If second ECU wants to use it, then two only take it, other will just ignore. It's just something like if we send a message in a WhatsApp group, everyone will see it, but only the relevant people responds. That's how it works. And arbitration in CAN, it is very important concept in CAN. Sometimes two ECUs try to send message at the same time. So who should go first? Here the arbitration concepts works. CAN solves this using the priority. Each message has a number called ID, as I said earlier, and this arbitration works like lower ID has the higher priority. So if two ECUs sends the message at the same time, the message which has lower ID will have the highest priority. So the highest priority will wins. I easy example to understand here. If ECU ID is 100 and ECU2 ID is 200, these two wants to send at the same time. Here, because of the lower IOD priority, ECU1 wins here. That's very simple. It's like if you call, it's like emergency vehicles. When we call emergency vehicles, the ambulance gets priority over normal calls on the road, right? I can give you a real example of this CAN communication. In a car, a radar sensor detects a vehicle ahead. Imagine this is a car. These are types. So the radars will placed here, like in the front of the vehicle. So this is a vehicle ahead. So these are radar sensors. So if a radar sensor detects a vehicle ahead, it sends the information using CAN, and then braking system receives it and decides whether to slow down. Suppose I have written here radar sensor ECU detects vehicle speed, and it has to send that information to braking ECU. Like this is a radar ECU and it has to send to the braking ECU. How it will send the information from radar to braking ECU that a vehicle is going ahead in front of this vehicle? Through CAN communication. That's why we use CAN. And I took this example from the ADAS. So after receiving the information from the radar sensors through CAN, the braking ECU will work and it applies brakes, and it controls the speed if needed. So, and this concept is like used in adaptive cruise control, like taking the data from the sensors and communicating with the CAN communication, giving the information to another ECU, and applying and reacting to the control logic. This is how it works. And finally, CAN enables ECU communication. CAN is a way for different parts of a car to talk each other. It uses a shared communication line, like a single communication. Like this is one ECU and this is one ECU. And this is one ECU. So ECU1, ECU2, ECU3, and it has the same communication through CAN. This is CAN communication, which is communicating through only a single type communication to all the ECUs in the network. And it decides a priority using message IDs. So in these three ECUs which has to send first, it is based on the arbitration process, that is lowest ID has the highest priority. That's why it is widely used in vehicles. Thank you so much for watching this video. In the next video I will explain CAN message structure step by step. Thank you so much. Bye bye.